welcome to day 18 of getting off to a great start. Today, I want to talk to y'all about checkout. So, checkout, what is that? Well, that is what you're going to do at the end of your show. After you've done your whole presentation, what you now have left is checking those guests out, okay? So there you're going to do your after party, and then they're all going to go shopping, they're going to mingle, and you are going to find a spot in the hostess's house or the restaurant or wherever you are that's close enough but still kind of separated from everyone else. So that way you can have some one-on-one time with each guest at checkout. Now, checkout's one of those times that it's at the end of the show, maybe you've been there for a long time and you might be kind of ready to go home. Well, don't rush checkout. Checkout is the most crucial time of your jewelry show because this is where you are going to have that intimate moment with every person. You're going to build a relationship. You're going to have multiple opportunities to book shows with them and more. So take your time at checkout. Okay, I'm going to go over how to do checkout. So make sure you have your calendar in that little area you have set up for your checkout time. Make sure you have your catalogs for a reference. Make sure you have your, really important, your checkout binder that I went over back on one of the days before. And for me, my checkout binder has gotten so huge, I actually just downsized to a clipboard, and I take that hostess's clear sheet with her hostess information sheet in there, and I just clip it to the front of my clipboard, and then as I take the orders, I put them inside of that clear protective sheet with that hostess's sheet, okay? So this way I don't have my whole checkout binder with me. It's not so bulky and heavy at each show, but I still use that checkout binder at home. As soon as I get home, this goes into my checkout binder. And then inside of here, I have my hostess information sheets. So when I book her show at that party, I can hand that to her, have her fill that out, and then I put that one into my checkout binder for when her show is held, okay? All right, so when you're at checkout, they will be bringing you, hopefully, make sure to tell them at the end of the party when they're ready to check out to just bring their their little guest folder form to you at the checkout. So inside this folder, they'll have their receipt, okay? And their guest survey you've already taken up from them. And so while they're at checkout, you're going to grab that little guest survey. And you are going to say, oh, okay, I see that you want to have a jewelry show. I know you took a box with our game. So let's pick a date for that. Would a weeknight or a weekend work better for you? Open up your calendar and go to whatever month they want to do it, and say, would a weeknight or weekend work better for you? They'll tell you, and then say, okay, how about the 15th or the 8th? Which one would be better? So give them two options until you narrow it down to a date. If they say, I'm sorry, I need to look at my calendar and then I'll get back to you, then you need to say, well, let's just pencil in a date. Let me just grab one of my pencils here instead of my pen, and I'll pencil it in, and then if you look at your calendar and that doesn't work, then I'll easily be able to change that. No worries. So let's just put it down for the 15th, and then as soon as you get home and check that calendar, let me know if that works for you or not. So the reason you want to pencil it in and not wait for them is because if you wait and put it on them, where you're relying on them to get that date back to you, it's just not going to happen. So you want to get that date on the calendar before they leave that night, okay? Now, if they come to you and their order form, it says not now for a party, then you could say, hey girl, why didn't you want to have a few of your friends together? Get you a ton of free jewelry. What do you think? Would a weeknight or weekend work better for you? Just kind of, open up the conversation. Just because they said no during your booking activity does not mean no forever, okay? So another thing that you want to do is if they bring you their order form and you see that they have spent $70, you could say, girl, you know you're just $5 away from getting my special. When you spend $75, you get any item in the catalog for 50% off. Or you can make the special whatever you want it to be, okay? But that's mine. And so go ahead and go pick out something that would go with that so you can get that special. Now, if they bring you their order form and they have gotten over $75 worth of pieces and they didn't pick out a 50% off piece, say, girl, you already spent over $75. You know that you get to pick a 50% off piece, right? So pay attention to their order form. And then if you can think of something that would go great with what they've already picked out, go ahead and tell them what you think would be great with what they've got on their receipt. They'll appreciate the help because a lot of women don't really know what pairs well with things. So that's how we can help them. Not only will it help them, it'll help up our retail and it'll help the hostess get more free jewelry. So if you see that she's only got a necklace on there, say, hey, you know those Sabrina earrings would look really great with that necklace. You want to add those to your order? It'll help you get a 50% off piece. Okay, so pay really close attention to their order forms. And then back to the guest survey. If they have circled on this that they would like more information about Premier, put a date on your calendar to meet up with them for coffee or to send them a video, okay? If they said yes, they'd like to hear more, I'll say, hey girl, let's meet for coffee. What day works for you? Or maybe they don't have time for that. I'll send them a video and I will say, hey, if you watch this video and answer my 4 quick questions, I will give you a free clip it with your order if you do that before I place the order. So that only costs me $6 and they're hearing about Premier. So I'm getting to share that opportunity with them. So at checkout, you are going to also have your booking incentives. Booking is booking jewelry shows, scheduling shows. So your incentives can be whatever you want them to be. I have this little ring holder here that has our little Hope rings from the incentive site on it. They say Hope and they're stretchy so they fit every finger. I'll have that sitting there at checkout with me. I'll also have my bracelet bar with all of my little Hostess Incentives bracelets on it. And so if they picked, or if they took a box, inside that box was they're meant to be a hostess, and they get to pick which bracelet they want, or I'm now offering them a ring if they don't want a bracelet. And they'll pick that, and then you'll bring it to their show for them as their thank you gift. The reason you want this sitting at checkout is because you're able to say, girl, aren't these beautiful? I know you would like to get a couple of your friends together and get one of these for free, as well as all that free jewelry I was telling you about. And it might just change their mind seeing how cute these are, right? So have that sitting with you at checkout and try to change their mind. Okay, so checkout. Checkout is so important. Take your time. Try to get those shows on your calendar with the people that said no. The people that said yes, get a date on the calendar that night before they leave. Go over their guest surveys with them and use this to follow up with them after the show. And then once they walk away and they leave after you've checked them out, you want to write a note. So you're going to give them, let me go back. You're going to give them the 2 pink copies and you're going to keep the white one. Or you could give 1 pink to the hostess, 1 to the customer, but you're going to keep the white one. Once they leave, at the bottom where it says notes, I will write a little note to myself, whether they booked a party, when that party is, a little bit about them so that I can remember. That way when I follow up with them, I have something to look back on to remember a little bit more about them. And I can follow up with them more appropriately if I know exactly who they are, okay? So I put notes for myself there on which person that was because I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces. So put some notes for yourself there. And then at the end of that show, thank everyone, collect your orders, love on your hostess. I kind of tell her how much she earned for free at the end before I leave that night. don't forget, you also want to have your money bag, so that way you can put your checks, your money, keep it all safe in one place, you don't lose anything, and have some cash handy. I'm the worst at this. So have some cash handy so that way you can give change if there's some people that want to pay with cash, because there will be some people. And inside of here, I also have my Square card reader, so that if they're wanting to pay with their card, I hook it up to my phone and I can take their payment by card as well. Okay, so that is day 18 of getting off to a great start. I hope this helped you with your checkout, and I will see y'all back here tomorrow for day 19. We're almost done. All right, bye.